Red leather, yellow leather, big bumbling bands of baboons.
My favorite bit is when I do something or say something and then you ask me to redo it and I don't, and then you try to do it,
It's
and
never good.
that's happened at least 4
Yes, and it's
times.
never good. It's hot as balls where you are?
Very.
Yeah, it's hot as balls here too.
It is. I'm so glad that I finally have somebody close in my life that I could discuss the weather with. It's awesome, really. I'm so glad. I didn't have anybody before.
Yeah, I know that was missing as a
Maybe
key component of
oh no,
your.
wait. I remember my dentist every time I see him at the grocery store and he wants to make small talk, he'll bring up the weather. Also, everybody else ever.
All right, fuck you. I have something for you then. What are 3 inedible things that you still want to eat?
I'm not dumb, no, but
No,
lava.
what are I'm not dumb, but that thing that will definitely immediately kill me.
It won't kill me. It'll just really hurt.
If you ate lava, I'm pretty 100% fucking certain. If you swallowed lava, I'm 100% certain you would die.
Yeah. Yeah.
The First of all, it's hot and it's gonna burn a hole in a lot of your fucking organs. And then second of all, it's full of things that are not good for you normally, nonetheless, when they are burning at whatever temperature they are currently burning at.
Well, like corn syrup.
Yeah, that lava has a lot of corn syrup. It's really just like concentrated corn syrup.
Like, is it worse than the high fructose stuff?
Yeah, it's like 6,000 times worse.
Ah.
Didn't you read the This Lava is Intensified Corn Syrup novel that I sent you?
I didn't. I'm actually trying. I'm really trying to brainstorm because I know I've had a couple other things where I'm like that looks tasty, but it's not, and I'm not gonna eat it. What the fuck were they? It's not Tide Pods. I've never once had
No, God
any
no.
kind of like, no. I mean, shame on them for fucking making this candy looking thing though.
This candy ass looking
Like,
detergent.
there's already issues with kids putting things in their mouth that look like candy that aren't candy, and then Tide's like, how can we speed this along?
I mean, yeah, they knew what they were going for. Do you think they were sitting in a marketing meeting? And you know when companies, I know that you know what I'm talking about because Staples did this,
I
where
don't.
they're like, let me elaborate.
Okay.
Um, where they say, hey, we want you to get, 7 new Staples members this week. We want 7 new people to sign up. And we're like, we're in a community with a finite number of people,
Yeah.
and only like 15 of them come in here regularly. There's very few opportunities for every employee to get 7 new people a week.
I
Like,
had a
this isn't.
thought recently about rewards and all that shit. And I thought well, obviously there's a finite number of people. There's a ceiling for rewards. But then I remembered there's new people every day. There's new people turning 18 that don't have rewards. So there is that as an option. However, everybody past a certain birthday is not signing up for rewards programs anymore. It's not a thing. So there's still the ceiling. I don't know what I
Yeah.
was doing.
The point of bringing this up is, do you think the board members of Tide sat in a room and we're like, we've hit the ceiling of people that are purchasing Tide Pods. How can we double our percentage this month? Make it look like candy and the teenagers will start eating it.
But then they die and you lose customers. That doesn't make any sense, Rachel.
No, because it's a challenge. So then more kids are buying it.
That's the
More kids
thing.
are
It was
buying
never
it.
a challenge. It was a dumb haha. These look like candy. Get it, guys? Haha. And then a couple people, because memes always fucking do this, where a couple outliers are super edgy and I'm actually gonna eat it, herder. A couple people did that, and now it's those millennials are eating soap. We're not that stupid, idiot millennials with your participation trophies. That's what it turned into, and I hate it.
No, you're right. We voluntarily chose to eat soap, whereas your generation's parents voluntarily chose to shove soap into your mouth
Yeah.
as a punishment.
Yeah.
And you wonder why you raise soap eaters.
But I'm just saying that like 99.999% of millennials don't eat soap. That was like a couple of people, and I'm pretty sure that they were like older Gen Zers too that were even doing it. And for the record, again and again and again and again, generations are bullshit and you shouldn't listen to them. It's not a real thing. Stop it.
Yeah, it's stupid, and it
Every
is just meant to put more people into more boxes and separate people. Stop it.
Everybody's stupid and young. Everybody's miserable in their middle age, and everybody's like judgmental and confused when they're older. Everybody is.
Judgmental and confused.
That's what the old look. Both of our presidential candidates. I don't know if you noticed.
are judgmental and confused. Oh, it's not wrong. It's just funny.
I don't know. It stopped being sad 4 years ago for me.
Welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home. I'm on brand Rachel.
And I'm on brand Gamage. This is our off-brand podcast. It's the only podcast to climb Mount Olympus to deliver that wisdom of the gods to you. Well, not us personally. No, we got shit going on. We sent an intern. We have an intern now.
Yeah. Thanks, fact checker.
No, it's not fact checker.
I thought we sent fact checker.
No, fact checker's not an intern because she gets paid kind of. It's J. Bull Lee Tun Sun Junior, Senior, Junior, the third. MD. He's also a doctor. Jabley Tunson Jr., Senior, Junior, the third. Doctor.
Jabley Tunson has been just an incredible addition to our team.
Yes, fantastic. And don't worry, he is a doctor, but he's an intern first. Like, the other day I demanded Pringles, and he fucking left a childbirth halfway done.
Yeah, like I know you guys are really worried.
It was like a bad human centipede cosplay kind of thing.
What? Yeah, no, I know you guys are really worried about us employing a doctor because you think he's going to be really busy with his other job, but I promise he prioritizes this one and all of the important things we're doing here.
That was actually commentary about the insanely high number of maternal deaths caused by the negligence of medical procedures. Fuck you, Dr. J. Bleatonson Jr., Senior, Junior, the third. Anyway,
each week we play Russian roulette with our success and spin a wheel to find out the genre of next week's podcast. Shockingly, this week is not about live birth.
Do you think dead birth exists?
But it is about no stupid questions. So continue your thought process.
Can zombies deliver a baby?
Okay, which zombies are we talking about? Like name a show or a movie?
I don't know, zombies?
Well, because yeah, have you watched I Am Legend?
Everybody's seen I Am Legend.
If you have those kind of zombies, I would think they could probably manage through childbirth. Pretty sure.
Well, yeah, because those guys are more like, they're
mutated humans.
I Am Legend is like technically about vampires more than zombies.
That's fair.
I don't remember. I didn't like it. I don't like dogs. I don't like Will Smith. I mean, what was there for me?
I don't like dogs. I don't like Will Smith. You don't like Will Smith?
I like 2 movies from him, but I always thought he was kind of a dick. And then, well, he proved it.
Because he slapped that guy?
Yeah, for no fucking reason. Like, he was laughing at the joke, and then he like, oh, this shit's like 8 years old at this point. But also, he's kind of a piece of shit, and his wife sucks too, and boy, I don't care about them.
I have no strong feelings about Will Smith, but I did like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I enjoyed Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but he certainly wasn't the only factor going on in there. The guy that played Phil is incredible.
Yeah.
I liked Hancock, I guess, but the first Men in Black I liked.
I didn't like Hancock.
Well, I liked Hancock because he didn't have to do any acting. He just was a piece of shit, and that was that was it, man.
So he nailed it.
Nailed it.
Hitch. You remember Hitch?
I do. I didn't like it.
What a film. What a film.
It was indeed one of the films.
It was a film that was made. I remember liking it as a kid, and I think I tried to watch it on a plane recently as an adult human being and just hated every second of my life.
I have that a lot where I'll see a movie like on Disney Plus or Hulu that I'm like, I haven't seen this movie in 20 years, and I'll put it on, and 5 minutes in, I just turn it off because
Yeah,
shucks howdy.
intolerable.
Especially if it's a movie that has like the opening credits, because I really hate opening credit sequences. But
Yes, they feel so much longer now.
yeah, and it starts up and it gives me the time to go, not today, Satan,
Yes,
not
and
today.
that's the problem. Is the movie starts, I'm not immediately engaged, and so I'm like, do I really need to be here? And the answer is almost always no, I do not.
Yeah, I just realized that I could be watching anything else, playing anything else, and my free time is limited. More so the
Uh-huh.
older I get. I can't watch 10 Things I Hate About You. Today I can't. I'm moving
I
on.
just can't do it. See, that's a movie I think I could get into at this point.
There's only a couple like Heath Ledger movies I can watch nowadays, I think.
How do you feel about Knight's Tale?
A Knight's Tale is a masterpiece of a movie.
Okay,
I
thank God. I met
genuinely don't
somebody
think
recently that didn't like Knight's Tale, and I was appalled.
fucking who.
I,
Okay. There's two types of people. There's the people that love A Knight's Tale because it's ridiculous, and the other people who are like, this isn't like accurate at all. Like this wouldn't be like this. They don't wear
it's not the
dresses like
point.
this, and it's like, oh my god, you missed it. This is a sports movie, and you
Yes,
glossed over everything. Congrats,
that's
you're
it's
pedantic
yes.
shit.
We made a medieval sports movie. Chill the fuck out. No, A Knight's Tale is exceptional. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of my podcast.
Anyway, we did indeed spin a wheel sometime in the past. I'm not telling you when, because that's our information and business and not yours. But it
Long
did land
ago in
on
the year of 2024, on July 2nd.
like I could hear you like click to your calendar to see.
I couldn't remember when we recorded last.
Anyway, we landed on Kumidi, so we're doing more
No
Reddit
stupid the question.
because god damn, I
Because
have
you guys
so much.
know we're unoriginal, for God fucking sake. You know this.
Yeah, so we're diving back into dummy inquiries, and that's what I'm gonna name this episode actually.
I like that a lot. Dummy inquiries. You want to go first or me?
Off the top, this one's hilarious to me. Is this Tesla Cybertruck real, or is it an internet spoof / meme / hoax? I can tell you for certain I've seen it. It's near me. It's in my vicinity.
It's hunting you down as we speak.
Haunting me. It's haunting me, not hunting.
Oh, it's a ghost in the machine. The Matrix is breaking, and this is the thing that's going to break it. The final straw that broke the camel's back.
I mean, you
is
could
the
tell
Cybertruck.
because the Matrix like is already at max CPU and it failed to load the Cybertruck entirely.
Yeah,
So
it can't even render it.
yeah.
Oh my God, you know what I want now that we started this conversation?
Here we go.
I want Back to the Future with the DeLorean replaced by the Cybertruck.
Dude, don't. You just spoke it into existence.
I want it to happen so bad.
Fuck.
It looks so stupid. It has enough room on the back for the time machine shit.
Rachel, I can't. It's
I
already
made
happening now.
history is what I've done.
It's gonna be about Marty McFly's daughter, and then everybody's gonna be all like, "Oh, it's bad because it's a woman instead of the guy of the movie that we grew up and liked a lot."
There'll be lots of cameos. It'll be great. You're welcome, future Earth.
I don't mean to just shit on everything, but I also don't like Back to the Future that much. I don't.
I don't remember Back to the Future enough to like it, but I did at one point in time meet someone that had a Back to the Future tattoo, and my first question was why.
Because they like it a lot. Same goes for Ghostbusters. It's kind of the same era of like, okay, I get it. I'm not really interested though. There's other things I'd rather be doing.
At least the music to that one slapped. My head right now is going.
It's Ray Parker Jr., I think.
Ghostbusters! Holy shit, art of the fucking Cybertruck already exists.
Have you seen the movies that made us episode of Ghostbusters?
No?
It's on Netflix. I recommend it, but it's basically that the title for the movie was down to Ghostbusters and Ghost like Wranglers or some shit like that, because Ghostbusters is actually like an
Ghost
old.
Wranglers? Do you think they
That's
would have
not
had
real.
lassos?
You're shut up. That's not real. That's what I pulled out of my ass because I don't remember what it was. The other one was, but Ghostbusters is actually like an old '60s TV show with like a gorilla or some shit that solved crimes. I'm not kidding, but apparently, like for half the movie, they were shooting half the movie and never had the title fully figured out. So a lot of the times, like when the car's like driving, there's always like people in front of it, so you don't see the logo at all. But I guess when the song was written, the Ghostbusters theme, he wrote it as Ghostbusters, and then they like were basically, oh well, now we have to fucking decide on this,
Now we're
and they
stuck
had
with
to
this.
like shell out a ton of money to get the Ghostbusters license to make it. Ghost Stoppers, Ghost Blasters, Ghost Breakers, Ghost Smashers.
Why does that sound like a slam poetry? Like a slam poem? Listen to this. Ghost stoppers, ghost blasters, ghost breakers, ghost smashers. Oh no, maybe it's
Well,
more of
because
a
slam
Dr.
poetry has to
Seuss.
have like hard consonants and loud noises to make it work. That's what makes it slam poetry.
It feels post reading it a second time, feels more like a Dr. Seuss slam poem.
Anyway, let's do another fucking dumb question.
Yeah, unfortunately the Cybertruck is fucking real. This is not a dumb question, but it is a dumb fucking topic. Why are American cashiers not allowed to sit?
I feel like I have that somewhere, but yeah, I agree. I don't know why. Like everywhere else in the world have them like that, and it's so uncomfortable. I think it's because we keep lowering the wages and cutting hours to the point where now there's one person in the store and they need to do everything. There's if they're not immediately checking a customer out, they better be cleaning or stocking or something else. And that's really the biggest problem.
Yeah, and therefore you don't have time to sit. No, that shit's the dumbest fucking thing in my entire life. Every place that I've ever worked that's like, they shouldn't be sitting down, I intentionally will go get stools for people.
Yeah,
Like, go sit the fuck down. You're a human being that's just in one spot all day.
and if somebody tells you that if you have time to lean, you have time to clean, that person is a lizard person, and you have the full authority of the United States government to stab him in the chest. You will have their
Yeah,
backing. You won't get in trouble. I promise you will not get in trouble. Don't do it. You'll get in so much trouble.
Don't listen to Gamage.
Because
the government is accepting of people who are stabbed in the chest.
well, no,
after
because
saying
the
this phrase.
government and the police are all lizard people themselves. So if you kill one of them, they'll be mad at you.
Yeah, that's fair.
They are all lizard people, though. That's not a thing.
Yeah, that's
if you
not
have
a
time
joke.
to
They're
lean,
just
you
lizard
fucking
people.
take it. Because who the fuck cares?
Yeah, like that phrase gets taken way too far out of context. Like, yeah, dude, if it's messy, sure, fucking tighten, like clean some shit up, but my god, don't break your back for fucking $10 an hour. Nothing is that important.
I do have a couple of questions that are not stupid questions that I was like, I have to ask these because, my god.
Go forth.
My first colonoscopy is tomorrow. What message should I write on my butt cheeks?
Oh, fuck. Shit. Well, you could just go the classic, just two M's, one on each butt cheek. So when you bend over, it says mom. Oh, there's better options, though.
I mean, you could just do the classic abandon all hope ye who enter. Go to Dante's Inferno.
You could mimic The Walking Dead and do the don't dead open inside.
You could have one that's like no solicitors.
Oh, fuck.
Not quietly, dog inside.
If the butt cheeks are rocking, don't come a knocking.
I kind of want to spend all podcasts on this. Hold on.
Two-way street.
It's like, bless this mess.
Live, laugh, fart.
Yes. Let's see. This person actually said, there's a lot commented here. Update. The winners are, hi, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Taco Bell, think outside the bun.
Oh, just I ate Taco Bell last night. Good luck. Would be great.
If you find my tonsils, you've gone too far.
That one's gold.
I counted all the coins in here. That one tickles me. Because it implies there's coins in there, and I'll know if you've taken any. Damaged goods item has a crack. This end up. Please return me to my upright and locked position when finished. Turn the other cheek, but write that on both cheeks. All right, we should move on.
Ooh, I lost a butt plug. If you find it, let me know. My anal beads snapped. Please pull them out.
Speaking of, do you watch Dragon Ball Z at all?
A long time ago, yes.
So, Dragon Ball Super's out, and it's, it's Dragon Ball, it's screaming, it's yellow hair, blah, 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 blah. But
the basics.
In the intro to Dragon Ball Super, and fact checker will pull this up, I believe in her. In the intro to Dragon Ball Super, they're doing their music and like everybody's doing things and activities. And there's a scene where Goten and Goku are like pulling up radishes from the ground. And one they pull out is like a beaded radish that is just a giant fucking anal bead.
So they just pull up anal beads?
Yes. The first time I watched it, I was like, I need to rewind that because there's no fucking way that I just saw what I saw. Fact checker, you got it, right?
Well, I mean, Dragon Ball Z has always been somewhat questionable in its content.
We'll just move on. Fuck it. Your question.
What are Florida ounces?
Florida ounces?
Florida ounces.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh. It's fluid ounces. It's FL ounces, and they're reading it, and they're like, Florida ounces? What's Florida ounces? That's good. That's fucking damn good.
Oh, I like somebody immediately commented, what is Kentucky jelly?
Oh, I love this one. Do bad guys know that they could just like get high and play Power Wash Simulator instead of doing all the bad stuff all the time?
Is this from you?
Yes, I play a lot of Power Wash Simulator. It's so soothing and relaxing, and sometimes after a long day I just want to like put on fucking dumb TV and just spray away.
Just spray away.
It's fun. And I know that actual power washing too is like a very therapeutic task to do.
This kind of goes back to the colonoscopy thing. Does it break the sterility in the operating room if somebody farts?
Technically, what happens is, from what I remember in my past life as a doctor, is if there's any kind of farting, it starts to become a worry that a colon was like nicked or something. So it depends on where they're doing surgery, I suppose.
So what you're saying is next time someone's giving somebody else a colonoscopy, they should rip fat ass and then blame it on them. Be like, wow, dude, what have you got backed up in here?
I have another question regarding poop.
Okay, I have a side note before we move on.
No, yeah, go on.
Apparently, some scientists farted on petri dishes to test this concept.
Rachel,
and the fart that passed through clothes didn't produce growth, but the naked fart did.
Rachel, we've... Jesus. But, I mean, we know that there's fart math. We've covered that. We've covered that farts go at 10 feet per second, 9.5 if you have a ballooning hemorrhoid. But we know that there's math out there for farting. It's a real thing. Of course, scientists also farted on petri dishes. Why not?
I also love, I work in tissue recovery. If it suddenly smells bad, we will yell fart check.
All right, next one.
Yeah, next question.
Uh, so this one they deleted their post, but I fucking remember it. Nice try. It's not safe for work. Hypothetical regarding semen becoming poop. Does semen become poop?
What?
And then I think he was also asking how much
Like if
semen do you
you,
have to eat for it to become a substantial amount of poop?
I gotta be honest, how much anything do I have to eat for it to become a substantial amount of poop? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Why don't we ask the fart maths?
Dear fart math, how much semen do I need to eat to make a poop?
Alexa, your question.
Keeping with the shit theme, if it takes 24 to 72 hours for my food to make it through my digestive system, why is it that I can eat something and shit myself on the drive home?
Well, I think I did see that one. What that one actually is more of a it's your bot. It's because food like takes like 72 hours to get fully through you, depending on your digestive system. But I know that the body, if it believes something is poisonous, it's like, get this the fuck out right now. No, get it out.
Yeah,
It's
it does
gone.
like system cleaning, like when you put your oven into cleaning mode, where it's like, we're just gonna burn everything out
Yes, your
all in one fell swoop.
diarrhea is your body doing oven cleaning mode.
To get this shit out of here.
This one isn't a stupid question, but like I had to touch on it. This is actually from relationship advice, and it was real good. Okay. My boyfriend is obsessed with a lantern he found at a flea market, and it is getting weird. How do I approach this?
I'm so excited for this.
Hello. So, my boyfriend and I recently went to a flea market, and he found this old style lantern that he absolutely fell in love with. He bought it on the spot, and I thought it was a cute little vintage decoration for our apartment, but now things have taken a strange turn. Ever since he got the lantern, he's become super attached to it. He keeps it by his bedside and even gets up in the middle of the night to walk around the apartment with it, pretending to be an old-timey watchman. He'll say things like, all is well, or the night is dark and full of terrors, and he really gets into character.
I love every part of this.
At first, I thought it was kind of funny and endearing, as he always had an eccentric style of humor, but now it's starting to annoy me. He does this almost every night, and it's disrupting our sleep. I've tried talking to him about it, but he just tells me that he takes his watchman duties very seriously, and it's important for our safety. This issue is, I genuinely cannot tell if he's joking. Has anyone else experienced something like this? No. How do I get him to tone it down without hurting his feelings or making him feel like he can't enjoy his quirky interests?
I love every part of this. I would leave this man and his lantern alone. I would maybe give him like scrolls for what he could call out as the town crier.
He would also be given a bell at that point, which I feel like would just exasperate the issue.
Yeah, and I think the thing is I don't think it's an issue.
That's fair, yeah.
I like fact checker says, is he a moth? Immediately followed by, it is clearly haunted.
That's actually what
I
somebody
would
said, is
love,
they said he's clearly possessed by a fucking night watchman.
how hilarious would that be? You buy this lantern and now you're possessed by a night watchman who has no desire other than to continue watching the night.
At least somebody is.
He's defending the house. Don't knock it.
Your turn.
Oh, I'm stuck between two
Read one, and
options.
then later we can read the other.
The other one? It's too easy. It's too easy. Why is there so much step sibling porn lately? What happened to the old genre of the pizza guy or whatever? Why is everything fake incest?
I remember seeing that. It's, I mean, part of it has to do with people that are big into the anime, because that's a big thing on overseas, and it's like a big taboo thing. So it's, I don't know, ingrained into people.
I blame
It's
Game of
weird.
Thrones.
I agree. Yeah, it is weird. It's just as weird as farting on cakes. I'm always gonna go back to
Oh my
that.
god! Oh my god, Gamage!
Yeah.
I have to tell you about somebody that I met recently.
Uh-oh.
I met a girl who does an OnlyFans account where she has like very large boobs and she'll take a video from like her ribs up where she just pops giant balloons in her face by like squeezing her face and her boobs together into the balloon.
I hate that I have to work.
And that's how she makes money.
God, it's so easy.
Yeah, when I met this person, I was instantly thought of cake farting and you.
I mean, it's in the same kind of circus ring, I guess.
100% it is in the same circus ring. Just popping balloons on your titties and calling it a day.
All right. Here's a fun one. Is it true that sucking your own dick feels more like sucking a dick than it does getting your dick sucked?
I was gonna read that one.
That's funny.
I can't speak to that situation, but I have heard that it feels more like sucking a dick.
My favorite is the top comment where it's just after at least 30 attempts, I could confidently say I have no idea.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah, I imagine it's like the same kind of mechanic or logistics that goes into tickling. You can't tickle yourself, so it'd be the same kind of fucking thing.
Yeah, I would think that it would follow that same pattern, and it would just be you're just sucking a dick. Do you recall there's like a couple things that were just mass existed for kids?
Are you
Like
about to say the Marilyn
everybody's doing this.
Manson rib
Yes, the
remove? Yeah.
Marilyn Manson rib removal to suck his own dick.
I mean, obviously that's not true. That's not how that works. But also, it's Marilyn Manson, and who cares? He's kind of a piece of shit.
Hey, Gamage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smell for the first time. What should I expect?
It's funny. That's the next one I have up. I'm on that one right now.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it too. It's very in depth and like it's this long thing, and I didn't read it, but I find it fascinating. Read it. Do it.
You want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah, or have the intern do it.
Should I read it like I'm holding up a lantern and watching the night?
No, you should read it with your nose plugged so that it's very clear that you didn't have a nose before and now you're getting one.
Okay.
I was born with an internally messed up nose. It looks fine externally, maybe a slight asymmetry,
It's like augmented reality.
but the real issue with it is, oh my god,
Sorry. I started laughing and I lost
I
my
have
place.
to say, the second
it
you
looks
start
fine
speaking,
externally.
the second you
Yes.
start speaking with your nose plugged, you immediately have like a transatlantic kind of speech pattern.
I feel like I sound like that old announcer. Legend of Korra does this for their recaps. It's like, and last week we found the characters here.
It's very like I said, it's very transatlantic, and that's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah.
It looks fine externally, maybe a slight asymmetry, but the real issue with it is caused by weaker breathing and a deviated septum with a complete loss of smell. I will have to have 3 surgeries on the nose to address the multiple different issues in August. I truly yes.
Look, it's taken us 5 minutes to get through one sentence. Let's
It's
just.
because I keep laughing. No, I want to do the whole thing.
I have truly never smelled a single scent in my life. I am soon to get a surgery to fix my messed up nose in the airways, but also with a very good chance I can smell for the first time ever. I'm 23. What I'm asking is simple. Number 1, what should I expect? Number 2, what should I do? Number 3, what should I smell, good or bad? 4, does anyone know how life could change from your own theories and hypothesis? Number 5. Truly, how hard and insane will this affect my mind? Basically adding an entire sense I've never experienced.
It's stupid. It's
I should read more things with voices. That was great. I enjoyed every second of that.
well, ain't that
To
a
be
how do
fair-
you do?
That last question of how insane will this be, as I've never, like, you're adding on a sense, I've never really thought about that. Like, you're adding an entire, I feel like it'd be really overwhelming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if I can't walk past a fucking Bath and Body Works, you cannot step into a mall. You cannot step into a public place full of people who smell and try to mask that smell. It's got to be impossible. Your entire world is about to get fucked.
Yeah, I wonder, because I feel like you'd be really sensitive to every type of smell.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it would take to start discerning what those things are. Does that make sense? Like, I know what a mushroom smells like when it's cooking.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take someone that is smell blind to figure that out?
Do I know what a mushroom smells like? I don't fucking know. Like, we cook like mushrooms in butter and garlic. I know what butter and garlic smells like when something's cooking in it.
I mean, same function of just like, you can walk into a room and know what that smell is. They're going to walk into a room, go, what the fuck is this?
I mean, I feel like a couple scents are going to be pretty quickly established. Like, you'll smell garlic and be like, that's garlic every time you'll smell it. And you'll be like, damn, fucking garlic smells good.
Garlic is the best.
I mean, onions are also on that list, but also some people could smell like onions, and that's conflicting. Also, I forgot what I was going to say. What are we on even?
Hold on.
I'm gonna smell
Jo-
for the first
stop it,
time.
stop
what
it.
should I expect?
Well, like I said, garlic will be established like real quick. Like, you'll know what garlic smells like. I mean, you'll know what fucking perfume smells like. It all kind of smells the same to me. It probably will for you too.
I feel like I would spend a ton of time cooking.
I mean, it'll fucking change everything with
Probably sniffing the people I care about.
cooking. That's weird.
What does this one smell like?
Do you think he's like Daredevil but with taste?
Yeah, he can taste an onion from a mile away now.
But like, your sense of smell is kind of tied to your sense of taste, isn't it?
No, 100%. Yeah, your like your taste is almost, I think 60% of it is made up by your ability to smell.
So, like, if you eat garlic, you kind of know what it smells like, man.
Yeah, like kind of, but I feel like it's more of the reverse where everything's dulled down. So now that they can smell, it's going to be like an explosion of flavors every time they eat.
The taste you could see.
No, seriously, they're going to be living in a Skittle from now on. They're tasting the rainbow.
I mean, the first question alone is kind of mind blowing. What should I expect? I don't know, man. You'll smell things like.
I would think just a lot. Expect a lot. I think you're gonna be really overwhelmed.
Yeah, rooms are gonna smell like fucking kitty litter or pee. Like what? I don't know what you should expect. I don't know how you keep your house.
That would actually be crazy. You know, when you leave your house for a long period of time, you come back and you actually kind of smell what your house smells like.
Yeah.
They're going to have this.
Ours
but
smells
on
like
crack.
unfortunate.
Like as in poor or like ill has befallen you?
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Why does my boyfriend want me to hold his balls while we sleep at night?
What?
It's
I don't know how to answer this.
It's cute, don't get me wrong, but I don't get why he wants me to. He doesn't want me to hold his dick, saying it's too sensitive / arousing. but used to ask me regularly for me to hold his nuts while we sleep, and now I just do it every night. Does anybody else want their
I
balls
just
held?
do it every night. What are the comments? I'm so curious if there's other people that also want this.
A lot of it is just like people or stating that their wife or even girls themselves are saying, I like titties held. So something about comfort. It's like spooning.
Yeah, well, I would imagine it is something to that effect.
But balls are so out of the way. Like cupping your wife's boobs like while you're spooning her at night, that is like natural.
Mhm.
How do you get like the logistics of positioning in bed alone are awful to think about, where like you just gotta like have your hand down there the whole time, like you're kind of scooched downward.
Yeah, the
Like,
logistics
and you are up in his mouth. He is like fucking lording over you with his face. I mean, a lot of people are saying like it's a comfort thing. So, I mean, like I said, that makes sense. But
Yeah, no, I mean it tracks. That logically tracks because it's a I don't know, like you're comforting a vulnerable position. I don't know, that didn't make any fucking
no,
sense.
I mean it kind of does. It's but I also like, you know, it's the same kind of person because I feel the way like when you're pooping, that's a vulnerable moment for you. Does he also
Yes.
like having his back rubbed while
Does
he's
he
pooping?
does he also want hugs and like head rubs while he's shitting?
Yeah, is he a diaper play furry also? Is what your question was? Next question.
Do people who literally eat ass end up with a more robust immune system?
I've wondered this because I don't know if it's something I can honestly ever try or get into. Like why?
Yeah, I've never looked.
I know that was it Cardi B that popularized eating ass like in her song lyrics, and she like came out and said, "I've never done it. I never would." And people were
I
like,
just like
"What
to
the
sing
fuck?"
about. Everybody's like, I wanted to be more like
Everybody has
Cardi
hepatitis
B,
C
and
now.
I feel I have so many ass to mouth issues. Oh my god, that's so funny. Came out. No, I've never actually done it.
You're on a 10-hour road trip. You can only listen to one music artist. Who's it gonna be?
That's it's not a stupid question. It's a good question.
I think I like this one because I think about this kind of thing all the time. But also the top comment is, this happened to me. We only had one CD when we went on a road trip, and it was Hot Fuss by the Killers, and we played it.
Yeah,
And
fuck.
I mean, yeah, I could listen to that album back and forth. I've said it. For me, though, my answer is probably going to be Depeche Mode. It's a huge library. I enjoy all of it. I grew up with it in the car. Like, it's fucking easy for me.
I gotta say, based off of what you just said, I have been on a road trip where we only had one CD, and it was Hosier's album with "Take Me to Church" on it, and we listened to that the entire time.
Yeah,
So that's what
that's a
I'm
good
gonna go
one.
with. It was a great fucking album. It fit a lot of different scenic views.
I'm trying to think of other road trip artists I'd listen to. Like, artists where, like, I have their whole thing and it's supposed to last a full road trip.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
Maybe
people that have
Saint
like a big.
Motel,
No,
Mystery Skulls.
for me, Saint Motel is too much of the same sound constantly.
Dude, I actually I agree and disagree with you at the same time. So I love Saint Motel, but the issue I have with them is that their music is so uniquely similar. Where, like, if you play a Saint Motel song, first of all, it's gonna sound different than any other Saint Motel song I've ever heard. Every one of their songs is like uniquely crafted. It's like personal art, but there's a sound that tells me that's Saint Motel. I know it.
Yes,
It has to be,
yes,
but it's
that's
so
the
unique at
thing.
the same time. It's so weird.
Yeah, no, if you play a song that is a Saint Motel song, I'm instantly going to know it is Saint Motel.
Yeah.
But because of
It is
that,
also simultaneously unlike anything I've ever heard ever,
yeah.
even from Saint Motel. It's so weird.
See, and that's where we differ. Because I was gonna say, because of that unique sound, like not everything they play, because that's not exactly true. It's just it's the same, like sound.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of artists where I love all their songs, but I definitely wouldn't want them for a full road trip
Yeah.
just simply because like I'm gonna get sick of it pretty quick. So I want an artist that has a bunch of different sounds.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Stevie Nicks. I could listen to Stevie Nicks
like
for a long time.
just Stevie Nicks or like all of Fleetwood Mac too.
No, like encompassing Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, I mean that's fair. So if you pick one person, does that include like when they were a group as well?
I'm gonna go with yes, because that's what I just did.
I mean,
so fair's fair.
you can fuck around with that.
Yeah, you can.
David
Grohl.
Yeah, you're getting Queens of the Stone Age, you're getting Foo Fighters, you're getting Nirvana.
Yeah,
that's a happy
good
fucking
selection.
Okay, I feel like that's towing the line of cheating at that point.
It is.
Because I mean, it's three bands, three rock bands, but all entirely different sounds.
Yeah. If I need to amend it, I'll say just Fleetwood Mac then.
Also, Dem Crooked Vultures too. I always forget about them. All right. Next question.
Is it abnormal for a guest in your house to masturbate in one of your bathrooms?
I read that one this morning. It's not normal for that to happen.
I just like a guest at my house recently did this and acted as if it was normal when he told us about it. The fact that he told you guys is so weird.
I know a problem that happens on like the Ask Reddit or No Stupid Questions is that every couple months, for a couple weeks, it'll just be nonstop sex questions because I don't know, teenagers found it, they think they're funny or something.
Yeah. The point is, it is abnormal. I like one of the comments.
It is absolutely abnormal.
One of the comments is really good though. It's depends on how long they're a guest. Dinner guests, very weird. Overnight guests, kind of weird. Long-term guests, not weird. Telling you about it, deeply weird.
Yeah,
that's the chart.
Not to mention, if you're caught by any living person in the house, the entire dynamic has been shifted.
As opposed to being caught by a dead person in the house?
Well, yeah, because ghosts are titty fucking you always. We established that.
You're never not getting titty fucked by a ghost. Yeah, that's definitely not the first time I've said that sentence. So yeah, we have established that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mantra in ghost world.
Titty fuck always.
ABTF. Always be titty fucking. They have it tattooed. They use ghost ink. Anyway,
oh my God.
Why is grilling outside considered mostly a guy thing?
That's a great question. I don't think it's like limited to guys. I think it's more of that human beings as a species are pack creatures, and I think there's certain activities that lend themselves towards like a pack mentality. And when a man stands in front of a grill and puts meat down on that grill, every male within a 20-mile radius knows that that is happening, senses it, and starts coalescing into that same area so that they can stand nearby and comment on how the meat looks to that original man and let him know
it's also
looks good. Yeah, no, don't flip it yet. Give it a little more time. Give a little more time.
You want that mired reaction on that. It's also it's those people, all of those people usually don't ever cook in the actual kitchen.
Yes.
It's a weird phenomenon. I don't know.
Women own the kitchen and men own the grill.
But
that was stupid. Do you think the 50s happened and like grills came out and suddenly it was like, oh, this is the manly way of cooking because there's open flame. We can go back to this again.
Well, also, like, the wives are expected to make casseroles and shit. They never cooked steaks or burgers. That was the man job.
It man job cook big meat.
It man job cook big meat.
Yeah, I don't have a great answer for that.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, if a person suddenly and completely lost their sight and hearing in a terrible accident, how would you tell them that this happened?
Um, I'd probably play One by Metallica because that's what it's about.
For them to just vibrate to.
No, yeah. No, like the song is like literally like Hold My Breath as I Wish for Death, because it's about like a guy who like steps on a landmine and basically blows himself up.
Oh Jesus.
And he's like stuck in like this awful fucking purgatory of I can't see, hear, taste, smell, like I'm alive but barely. And he's like, please somebody just end me.
That sounds rough.
It's based on the story Johnny and His Gun, I think is what it is. Fact checker will maybe not do that because I don't care. Didn't you already ask that? Which one?
I don't think so.
The How Would You Let a Torso Know That He's Just a Torso?
Might have been what it was. All right, a different question then. Other than Adolf, is there any other name in history that isn't used just because of how bad that person was?
I mean,
I feel like Karen has
Hitler.
slowly. Yeah, just Hitler.
The other side of that coin.
Osama.
I mean, like, yeah,
Oh, ISIS. I do know somebody that is named ISIS.
yeah. It's. I mean, ISIS, kind of maybe.
Oh, Alexa.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that one.
cause yeah. I mean, Google too, I guess.
Yeah.
Siri,
Yep.
that's another one. It doesn't have to just be like fucking dictators who killed millions of people.
Katrina, this is the comment. Katrina took a hit in popularity after that hurricane.
But also, every Katrina I've ever met is kind of like hillbilly white trash.
I don't know if I've ever met a Katrina.
Sorry if your name is Katrina and you're not, but I mean, every Katrina I've met has always been kind of trashy.
No, trashy.
Trashy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not that I've ever met like a lot of Katrinas. It's just, I don't know. It's like Oscars. How many Oscars do you know?
I don't know if I know any Oscars.
There you go.
I met a teacher recently that said that all of the names that were really popular in our youth, like Ashley and Jessica and what's another one? Like Britney's, don't exist anymore. And it occurred to me that the new, like, this is my grandma Barbara is gonna be this is my grandma Brittany.
Yeah.
That just sounds weird.
Yeah, and that kills the name for a couple generations.
Uh-huh.
Like when I was named Chris, it was the third most common name in America, and like for several years, there was never a time when I was the only Chris to work at a place. But now I can't remember the last time I've even met somebody named Chris.
Oh, really?
Because it's non-existent.
I work with like 20 Chris's. It gets real confusing.
Oh, they all moved up there is what happened.
Yeah, they've all flocked to Washington.
But I think like Jaden is the new fucking Chris.
The new Chris.
Because it's John Michael Chris was like the year I was born. Those are the three most popular names.
Yeah, to be fair, all the people I'm talking about are from your age group. So I feel
Yes.
I haven't necessarily
Yes,
met
yes,
a
yes.
Chris that is like significantly younger than us. I don't think at all.
Fact checker said I read something recently where someone didn't know how to pronounce Laura because they had never heard it as a name.
What the fuck?
Honestly, I've always had issues with that too. I always did Laura because it's
Croft.
because like you sound it out and it's Laura.
And you play
It's
too
not.
much
It's
Tomb
Laura.
Raider. It's okay.
It's Laura, like laurels. No, not Lara Croft, you idiot. You get off that joke. Laurel is
Not Laura Croft, you idiot. Laurel. It's a good follow-up. It didn't make you sound like a jackass at all. Oh, fuck. Next question.
if people are naturally attracted to good-looking people, why
I like this
evolution didn't gradually eliminate ugliness over thousands of years?
one. The simple answer is that beauty standards
Ugly
are
people
different.
fuck too. Ugly people fuck too.
Yeah. And beauty standards are different everywhere. So something that we might find ugly here could be like the hottest fucking shit on the planet elsewhere.
But also, it's worth noting that it kind of did. If you look at people, like photos of people hundreds, like 100 years ago, they not good looking.
We also shower more, which is a large factor, I'm sure.
Yeah, we take care of our bodies a lot more. Like 100 years from now, there's gonna be some pretty fucking people looking back at us going, ugh.
Yeah, also like
I mean, I'm already doing it.
it used to be considered like hot as balls to be like chubby, and now that's not the beauty standard anymore.
Like dad bods came back in for like a minute, I
I
think,
think they're
but
still back in.
I have no idea.
I
But I
was
know
talking
that
about more like medieval
the
times where it meant that you like had wealth and could eat. But yeah, dad bods.
I think the other factor too is location, location, location. Like
Yep.
it depends on where you are. I've said it before. I'm average, a little above average if I'm on my good days, but by golly, if I'm not a fucking 10 standing in Winco, surrounded by tweakers at 3 a.m.
I suddenly rocket up to a 12. That's actually where you met Brittany. You could only take her on dates to Winco because it was all a very elaborate illusion.
No, actually, I met Brittany at a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Is that not like a Winco?
I mean, kind of is.
That was fucking hilarious, but god damn it, am I a 10 in a Winco? Oh, fuck.
I mean, you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
no, I
definitely,
100%
you
know what
definitely
you're talking
stood.
about.
Like you know, like I'm realistic of like what my scale is, where my place in the universe is. I'm not up there. I'm also not like low, but sometimes you're somewhere and you're looking around and you're like, Jesus Christ, it could be so much worse, dog.
We've definitely had this conversation before.
We
also.
have, I know. I even said Winco too then.
Yes, no, 100%. Oh, fantastic. You know what? I feel like this next question really ties into that. What's a hard truth you believe should be taught early on in life? You're
Some
only
people are ugly.
some people are ugly, and you're only a 10 if you're in Winco.
That makes it sound way worse than it is.
Oh shit.
I mean, I think that the world is unfair. Karma's not real. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, and bad people will never have any sort of comeuppance karma hit them ever.
Yeah, life's not fair. That's a easy hard truth. As you said, there's truly no karma that circles around all the time.
That was the hardest thing for me, is like eventually I learned, oh well, some bad people will just fucking get away with whatever. It's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, it do be happening like that. How do you get dry from a bidet? I love this question. Oh my god, wait, hold on.
You asked 2 questions in a row.
I know, but I'm gonna read this because it needs to be read.
Oh, okay.
To preface, I'm an American and I've never used
Oh,
one
Jesus.
before.
The only times it'll make sense why I'm doing this in a second.
The only times I've seen a bidet is from movies and television. I know bidets clean up better than wiping, but how do you get dry? Is there a dryer with it? 'Cause you cannot tell me that people who use bidets are walking around with wet balls and wet flaps and wet assholes all the time. That can't be healthy for the ecosystem.
Also, side note, when you come across a bidet that does have a drying function, don't use it.
It's not fun. It's
Don't.
not. I've said it before.
It's just a fart blowing back into your face. Don't use it.
Now,
It's regret
look,
air.
I still use toilet paper with my bidet. Like, I use it, I pat myself dry. Because I did not get a bidet to save the environment. I got it to have a clean asshole. I don't care about the environment. I don't care that I'm using less paper. No, that's not a fucking issue for me at all.
Also, like you're but the point is that economically, you're just using less toilet paper because you're not, as this
Yeah,
person
you
so affectionately puts in their comment, quote unquote, using excavation squares.
I mean, yeah, I am using way less toilet paper, and also you will get your dick and balls wet if you use a bidet. You gotta pull that shit up like a coin purse to when you're actually rinsing yourself down.
You gotta hide it with your poncho.
Yeah,
Bidets come with small ponchos that go over your dick and balls so that you don't have this problem.
or a shower cap. Get one of those shower caps with like
Oh,
the
yeah,
fucking
even better.
drawstring.
The ponchos are expensive. Get a shower cap with the drawstring.
That was an actual thing for a while. Was like the fucking dick
Ball
pouch
shower caps?
that. Fact checker, find it for me. I want it on the Instagram, but it was like it was a male bathing suit for a while where it was just like a bag that you put D&D dice into, and you just put your whole package in there and like tighten it up, and then you just walk around a beach with that.
That's
They were doing that.
fucking hilarious. It's just like a banana hammock on crack. It's my dice
It's not.
hammock.
It's literally just a dice bag,
Yeah.
like one of those Crown Royal bags that like had the fucking crown.
Oh, it's just my dick pouch. Don't worry about it.
No, it wasn't that. I mean that. What's the corset cleavage fucking thing happening there?
What the fuck? Yeah, why is there dick cleavage?
Hold on, I'm gonna find this dumb thing.
Are you talking about just the net lining one?
Yeah, I found it. Actually, maybe you can't post this.
I'm intrigued about what you're gonna send. She can post that. It's not showing anything. That's fucking hilarious. Oh.
Those were never swimsuits. I mean, I agree, because your anus is still out there.
Oh my god.
But on the eBay page, it says swimwear. You have a rainbow one. Oh, I do, don't I? I forgot about that.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, we got it, and we kept Sour Patch Kids in it.
Please, you have to post a picture of that on the Instagram.
It was for a Halloween costume, I think.
The gay mage costume?
Yeah,
I don't remember that being included. Were you wearing it under your pants?
I think no, I think I got rid of it pretty early in the night. I'm like, all right, this needs to not be here anymore.
I don't remember that at all, but that's fucking hilarious.
If evolution wants us to have and raise children, why is taking care of children so unpleasant? Because children suck. Like,
they're loud and they're sticky and they're frequently
sticky,
rude.
They're gross. They smell.
Yeah. That's it. Need we say more?
Also, yeah, children, they're unpleasant. But also, I feel like you're biologically either geared to have children or not. Like,
Yeah.
if the sound of a child is awful, then you're not gonna
You're
have
probably
kids,
not
and
the
that's
person
fine.
that wants to have them.
Yeah.
That's I remember one time I was talking to my mom and she told me that she hates babies, and so I asked her if she hated me for the first 2 years of my life, and she said, "I thought you guys were okay." It's like once you passed 2, you were pretty cool, but before that, you guys were just okay.
Two's a cool age for kids.
It is a pretty cool age. My super adorable story. My dad came and visited last weekend, and my nephew, who's about 2, FaceTimed him, and he goes, "Papa, Papa, you come back to me? Papa?" It's like, oh God, this adorable child.
Your anecdote is wasted on me.
I know, because you don't like kids.
Next question.
If a female dies with a tampon in, what happens to the tampon?
It gets absorbed into the body, obviously.
Well, it just,
Well, no, because the female body has like ways of shutting that whole thing down, I've read.
No, it just like it goes back to what's the word I'm looking for? The homeland? It just it
What am
cr-
I? What word am I looking for? Homeland, mothership,
it
something along those lines.
yeah,
I don't know what any of that is.
it crawls back out and tries to find the nearest grocery store or gas station that sells
Oh,
tampons.
is this like the tapeworm thing where like you starve yourself and then put a beef patty on your tongue and the tapeworm will come up and you pull it out?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what this is. You
Th-
starve
yes, that
yourself
is.
and then you put a beef patty near your vagina and the tampon will come out.
I mean, I'm not an expert here. I don't know. I've never had a period myself.
Uh, I would hope that. I mean, I guess if you're dead, it doesn't fucking matter. It craves blood. It needs to find its next victim.
Fact checker says it craves blood.
If you die with the tampon in its tasted blood and it needs more, it will find the next female and murder her. Oh my
Have you ever?
god. Do you remember the movie Teeth?
I was. Thank you. I was just about to ask. Have you ever seen Teeth? Listen,
The people
I
who made Teeth need to make a movie about a murdering tampon.
I really didn't like Teeth.
I thought it was okay. It was kind
Not
of
because of. Well, no, not because like, oh my god, and vaginas are scary, but like it's because you never. I mean, of course they're not going to show a vagina with teeth. That was never in the plans. But why do this movie if you're not going to show that? You know.
They could have just shown something that had teeth and been like, well, it
No, it
wasn't
was
a
just
vagina.
it's not a horror movie because it's something that's always spoken about. It's never like shown. It's literally telling, not showing.
Yeah,
The movie.
I will say it seemed like it was trying a little too hard to become a cult classic too, instead of just letting
Yeah.
itself be a little bit ridiculous.
You can tell when a cult classic is forced, and it
Yes.
does not jive. It does not jive.
And that was the case with Teeth.
Yeah.
Funny concept, but it definitely was kind of forced.
I'm not sure if that movie was supposed to be funny, but it definitely wasn't scary.
No, it was not scary. If the intent was to be scary, you missed the mark real far off.
Do Americans hate QR code menus in restaurants?
I can't speak for all of America, but I hate QR code menus in restaurants. I think they should be an option. I don't like being forced.
Yeah, a couple of our restaurants locally have that where it's like, do this. And I think they stopped recently, but I like doing it because every time I did it, it was a PDF and I still had the PDF. So I don't even need to do anything. I just had it.
Almost all the ones I've used are a website, so it just goes away. And then sometimes if I leave that page to go somewhere else, it erases itself.
What I don't like is when the PDF has a generic name like download.jpg, and then anytime else I have to download something and it goes, would you like to replace download.jpg? And it's like, why are you doing
which
this?
menu is that? I need to know.
Because
if I
they
should
named
replace it.
they named the file that.
Yes.
It's on them.
Yeah.
For people like me, I love QR code menus. I like having my screen, and by golly, you're just cutting out the middleman for me. I don't even need to look up to the menu. But I understand that 80% of people are going to be like, what's a QR code? Francis, get my walker. I'm walking all up out of here.
Walking all up out of here. I like PDF menu or PDF QR code menus from the perspective of I don't have to wait for my waiter person to bring it to me, because that shit's annoying if they're not on top of their shit. And I want to know.
Or if they're busy, something else, yeah.
Like and then when you come over, instead of it being a multiple conversation thing, I can just tell you exactly what I want to drink and eat straight out of the gate, and we're done here. But I will say I don't super love it as the only option, because I don't know, sometimes I just
Fact checker brought up a good point that they became more common, especially around here during COVID times, to like
100%
to mitigate cross contamination, and I agree. But you know that old people were like going out to restaurants without masks, being like, "Where's my dirty menu? I need to plaster my hands and kiss the thing, okay?
If you
Where
haven't
is it?
sneezed on this menu and not washed it for 10 days, I don't want it anymore."
I'm not going to get COVID, but the pregnant women will, and they'll die. Ha ha! Fuck your economy.
Fuck babies, but also no to abortions. You just have to kill the pregnant woman. You can't kill the baby directly.
So I think the consensus here is Americans, they do hate QR code menus because the majority of them are fucking no phone having bitches.
I think Americans hate QR code menus because we hate change. Why do you think we still only have old white men for presidents?
I mean, it took me a while to like get with QR codes in general because, I mean, I'm a technologically savvy person, but for a while I was still like, well, I don't have a QR reader, and it's like you totally do. Everybody does. It's just the future, man.
Yeah, you're just becoming old and confused.
Look
Don't worry
at the future.
about it.
Well, they say that every piece of technology, technological advancement that comes out after you're 35 is like a lot harder to learn. And I haven't hit that point yet, but
I gotta say,
I'm excited.
At one point I got scared when 3D printing came out, because when it initially happened, my little brain could not fucking comprehend what was going on, and I was like, is this the beginning of the end? Only that happened when I was still very young. So I was like, I can't let this be where this falls off.
Hit me with question.
Oh, I don't know if I have any more good ones. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do. And here's how this is going to go down. I'm going to read this question, and then I'm going to actually read you the question I want the answer to.
Okay.
So this question reminded me of a question that's, I don't know if you have any, I have break the ice sort of party questions. I have 2 of them that I've asked for a long time. One of them is, do you think a scuba diver could swim around in a whale's vagina? Because I imagine it has to be about the size of a walk-in closet to house baby whales.
I don't think so.
And the other one is, so this question is, why doesn't penile growth / enlargement grow in tandem with height? And my follow-up question that I also used to ask at parties
it
is...
It kind of does.
What, do you think dick size is inheritable?
I mean, nobody's looking at their dad's dick, so how would they know?
I know, but and that's the thing is, how the fuck do you test that generationally? You can't be like, okay, grandpa signed up to do this. Now dad signed up to do this. Now I've signed up to do this. Now my kids signed up to do this. Like, that's weird. That's never going to happen.
Dick size science is a real thing, and it's kind of complicated, but like genetics does play a big role into it. And also like your height / build does kind of factor into it, but it's not like a static tall equals big penis. No, you can still have a small penis while being tall. That's totally possible. But like the average penis size is like 5 to 6 inches. So like most people are average, and it's crazy to realize that there's so much smaller out there. But I mean,
gay mage, the dick science guy. Gay mage. That was beautiful and so eloquently put. I have another question.
Your own joke?
That I have. No, but do you what do you think the average penis size of little people is? Because it is not like your dick size really is not relative to your height. Like, it in some way, shape, or form, it kind of can be, but
I want to know the answer because this is a very interesting question.
Yep, that's my other party question.
Because I know that the normal thing is like, oh, well, small people have bigger penises because of like Austin Powers and all that. But are they? I don't know. I've never seen one, so I have no ground to base an opinion on.
I think when I briefly tried to do any sort of studies on this, it was that
are you talking like dwarf porn? Is that what you mean by study?
Or may not have looked up a lot of dwarf porn. No, I looked up something like what the like growth issues are that happen that cause like little people to be little. And
Well, yeah, because it's not just like a one thing. There's a whole slew of different conditions.
yeah, and I want to say it's like the like issues that cause the like growth differences would have nothing to do with penises. So you could have a little person with a giant ass dick. But I don't know if that's
Does it have to be
average
an
or
astic?
yes, it has to be an ass dick.
It has to be an astic. Sorry, what were you saying about little people?
What are their pee-pee sizes?
Right.
Is your penis normal? There's a chart for that. Oh my god, have I ever told you the Korean penis chart? It is
No.
one of the funniest things I have ever seen in my life. Fuck, I'm gonna have to dig
See,
this out of the recesses of my life.
on the surface, it feels like you're about to do a racism, but I don't think you are. I think
No, no, I'm
you're
about to
about
give you a
to
cultural thing.
you're about to present something that's established in culture.
Yes, no, this is it's a penis size naming chart that has like
What?
different fuck, I'm gonna have to find it because there's no way I'm gonna be able to Google this.
I mean, is it kind of showing like what like the desired type of penis to have as a Korean? Because I know that
No.
Korean culture is very steeped into how beautiful you are, and there's kind of an obsession with it socially.
No, so it's more like hold on, I'm gonna see if I can Google this real quick.
Here we go, Korean
Well, I'm
penises.
gonna
Oh,
naver it real quick and see if I can
your
find it because
fucking
there's no
Google
way I'm
search
gonna
history is
find it
gonna
on
pop that
Google.
up. DuckDuckGo that.
Fuck. Okay, I will find it in the recesses of my pictures and I will explain it to you next episode.
Fantastic. I'm hopeful for it.
It's super worth our time.
All right, I have one more question.
Do it.
This one's funny because it was posted a couple days ago, but it's kind of in the same vein of that question of the bear or men in the woods. You're lost in the woods. Would you rather be hunted down by a hungry bear or a gang of sadistic serial killers?
Hunted down by a hungry bear.
You got into a car crash. Thankfully, you're not injured. However, you're lost in the woods and there's something hunting you down. Who would you want it to be? A bear or just a gang of serial killers? The bear is hungry, but otherwise completely healthy. The 5-man gang has knives and a jerry can of gasoline for torture purposes. Oh, yeah, man. I'll take the bear.
Yeah, I'll take the bear.
Kind
I'll
of
take the
feels
bear,
like they're
so-
gonna pull a. Kind of feels like they're gonna pull a fucking Funky Town torture.
I found the
Nope,
dick
nope,
chart.
nope, nope, nope. Thank you. Please present the
I
dick
will be
chart to
sending
me.
it to you and then I will be describing it to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, fact checker. The most common form of dwarfism is a skeletal issue, so their penis is usually average male size.
So you get points based off of the length, the diameter, and the like the diameter of the tip and the diameter of the shaft. And this point system, it decides like your penis rank, which is that bottom right, like pink area. So
This is good.
It's
Jesus Christ. So like I'm looking at this thing because it is several layers of how long, how girthy, and how wide
Yes.
head. And the like to get most points for length, it has to be 16.8 centimeters, which is only 6.6 inches.
if you
I'm
look
not
at all
saying
of
that's
it, it's-
small, but that's like the baseline to have a top pointer penis in Korea.
All right, so the dick chart is column 1 is your length. Column 2
You can tell from context clues just by looking at it.
Yeah, column 2 is your head girth, and then column 3 is your shaft girth, and then the bottom right is the naming system based off of how many points you've earned.
What are the names?
The shitty translation of each of these, which is not very good, is the bottom. Should we start from the top or from the bottom?
Well, like the penis, we'll start from the bottom.
Okay. So for 4 points, you're named Thin Thread. I think it's like needle thread or pencil thread or something. And then
Rough to be scientifically labeled a needle dick. That's rough. I'm sorry.
5 to 7 points is littleness.
Littleness.
8 to 10 points is average. 11 to 13 points is the greatness. 14 to 16
average and then
points,
greatness.
14 to 16 points is great one, or sorry, big one. And
big
then
one. I like great one.
17 points is King Pepper.
King Pepper.
Yeah, King Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. All right, one more question. What have you been listening to this week?
Oh, have you heard of Little Sims?
That sounds familiar.
Little Sims does like it's new rap obviously, but she's from London and she does like this cool genre of kind of like new experimental rap, but it sort of hits more like it's kind of like 90s style rap, I feel like, and it pulls
Like old
from
hip hop style?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's old hip hop style rap, but obviously new and mixed with like some kind of like experimental funky stuff. Um and sort of got that like jazzy R&B vibe to it. But Little
Yeah.
Sims is good. I think you'll like her a lot. I'm going to suggest the song Offense by Little Sims. It's like OFFENCE, not like offense. That is my song of the week.
I found a fun song recently. I mean, it's everywhere now. I'm sure I don't even need to recommend it. It's a new Megan Thee Stallion song, Otaku Hot Girl.
Otaku
Is
Hot
a
Girl?
fun fucking song. Yeah, so for those who don't know, otaku is basically the political correct term for like a weeaboo, somebody who's like really big into anime. They make that their personality. And the reason I love this so much is because there's a phenomenon in the world of people that aren't Japanese that I'm not calling cultural appropriation, okay? First of all, people that aren't Japanese coming in and doing like this weird Japanese anime song. And it's like out of left field. Specifically, Gwen Stefani doing Harajuku Girls. That was a big famous one for a bit. Kirsten Dunst, the fucking Mary Jane from this old Spider-Man movies, did a cover of I'm Turning Japanese. And Avril Lavigne did like the Hello Kitty song, which is just a nightmare to watch and hear. It's something. But Megan Thee Stallion has taken the stage as the new phenomenon of this thing. And it's actually kind of good. I really like it. It's got a lot of anime themes and references for those weebs out there. But it is a nice sounding song. It's got a good beat. It's got good lines. It's got good rhythm. Fact Checker just came to the rescue of all the weeaboos to state that otaku is just nerd. It does not mean weeaboo or obsessed with anime. Not anime specific, but it often is at that. In Japan, a young person who is obsessed with computers or particular aspects of popular culture to the detriment of their social skills.
Ah.
Which only a fucking weeaboo otaku would know. It's like that pedophile thing, you know, where like pedophile, like if somebody's dating a teenager, technically it's not a pedophile, it's like an ebophile or some shit.
What?
But you can't. It's because pedophile actually means children, and like I forget what the other one is, but it's like ebophile or something where it's you're actually attracted to teenagers or young people.
Yo.
And you can't say that or use that defense without sounding like a fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
You can't be like,
Not
actually,
at all.
no, I'm attracted to underage people that are over a certain age, so it's more okay. That's not a pedophile. And it's like, it kind of is. we kind of changed the definition to just group you fucking weird perverts together because
Ugh.
that's what you deserve.
Ugh.
And that's what you are, fact checker. Well, thank you for being here.
It's a weird note to end on.
Thank you to our intern, Jay Bleatonson Jr., Senior, Junior, the third, MD.
Studio Ghibli-Tinson. Yeah, thank you for enduring whatever the end of this was. If you liked what you heard.
That's Rachel stalling time to open the wheel.
No, I actually opened the wheel already.
I don't believe you.
No, I swear to God, I already spun it and everything.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I did.
Well,
No, I preemptively struck on that bitch. Thank you for
I guess,
listening. If you
I guess
liked what you
tradition
heard,
out the window.
or you just
We don't
want
need
to tell
ceremony.
Gamage, fuck
What
you,
are we doing here?
like
I don't
and
even know why
subscribe
we try anymore.
on whatever your most
It's just
favoriteest
sad.
podcasting place
we just
is.
live and we die.
If you want us to talk
we work
about
and we pay
how
taxes
Gamage is a
and,
negative little bitch,
and I just
email us
can't
at
do this anymore. And I'm pissed at Rachel. You know what?
gmail.com. That's
I'm gonna go to her house and I'm gonna murder her.
Sorry, that's actually haktua at gmail.com. Follow us on We Have That Podcast at
I'm
Home.
gonna take her dumb
Or
pink Stanley
Whoopah
cup
on
because you
Blue
know she
Sky.
has one.
How dare
basic
you?
bitch.
How
and then I'm gonna
dare
beat
you?
her with it.
Don't talk about Pink Stanley. Don't talk about Pink Stanley like I have a pink asshole. What is Pink Stanley? I'm Googling it because I'm scared of what I agreed to.
That's way funnier. It was a dumb cup that.
It's literally just a Stanley cup. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
I got
basic.
I got scared that it was gonna be a racism.
I mean, that's a rational fear if you ask me.
Especially when I'm talking to you.
Oh, ouch.
It's a deeply irrational fear. No, you would corner me into accidentally saying something racist, and you know it. Don't
true.
absolve yourself of these sins that have already been committed and will be.
Now you're just admitting to the fact that I've tricked you into saying the N-word. Ha!
How dare you? Anyway, whoopah at gmail.com. Follow us on We Have That Podcast at Home on Instagram. Follow us on whoopah at Blue Sky.
Yeah, she's got to do that, but she already spun the wheel and landed, so...
Does that make you mad, bitch? Next week we'll be tackling the fine art of pop culture. I've been off-brand Rachel.
And I've been off-brand Gamage, and this has been We
Have That Podcast
at
at Home.
At home.